Fellow Finn Marco Allen, who joined the Subaru team after 15 years with Lancia. He was overnight leader ahead of Kankkunen.
Worst was the British Steel section, special stage 3. As soon as we started, we lost intercom, and as you know, it was blanket fog. You couldn't see no more than 50 yards, and it was the only stage I didn't do recce last week. So everything was completely blind. I mean, I'm annoyed because we lost so much time there. But at least we've got through the first day. I think that was our main thing for today. And the fact that we're here and in one bit and we're still talking must be good.
Thanks, Derek.
So at the end of day one, it was very tight at the top, with Marco Allen just 3 seconds ahead of his old rival Juha Kankkunen, followed by Pentti Rickle in the Ford and his...
The cold half-light of dawn in the heart of the Yorkshire forests, and Marco Allen sets out to defend his overnight lead. But the conditions, particularly in Dalby, were treacherous, even for the four-wheel drive Subaru. It was a disaster for Allen. First he lost the lead, then retired with a blown turbo on the 12-mile Langdale stage. While Formula One driver Derek Warwick got to grips with his new surroundings, forests and the Subaru Rally.
Your first visit to the Kielder Forest in Anger.
Well, I don't want to go back there again, let's put it that way. Is that Kielder or have we got some more?
No, I've got news, you're going back into it.
I know. No, it's very slippery, that's the problem. Very slippery. And we lost a lot of time there because we lost a little bit of confidence. With this sort of surface, when you're going through the corners, you just got to keep the pedal to the floor, and for me it's very difficult. I'm still trying to feed the car in and come on and off the throttle, but as soon as you come off the throttle on a four-wheel drive car, you lose all the grip.
Pride of place in the opening stages went to Marco Allen. He's soared into the lead on the first stage and held on until here at Chatsworth. And a truly remarkable performance by the 23-year-old British champion Colin McRae, putting his mark firmly on the leaderboard and maintaining the honour of the rallying McRae family.
The super special stage at Donington was a new experience, even for old hands like Marco Allen. Instead of a 2-minute gap between the lead cars, they were launched off every 20 seconds. Rally drivers rarely see each other on the stage. Now they were racing almost head-to-head, but very fast. Colin McRae had his tail up after his quick time at Donington and was really pressing Carlos very hard.
The most stunning drive had come from the leading home entry Colin McRae in his Subaru, showing his two world-class teammates of Vatanen and Allen just how to tackle these British stages.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Roy Bradford for standing in, much appreciated. He never normally stays down.
Well done, Colin, what a day.
Yeah, it's been quite good. As long as tomorrow goes as well, I'll be quite happy.
How does it feel to be sandwiched between Kankkunen and Sainz?
Well, it's difficult, really, because we're a bit further back, obviously. I think if we were running right up beside them, then it would feel a bit different.
I mean, have you had any problems at all?
No, we did a couple of spins this morning, just with the road getting so dirty, with the cars cutting corners, and it was very slippy, and we spun twice, but after that, no problems.
So at the end of day one, where once again these so-called Mickey Mouse stages have proved to be remarkably difficult, Kankkunen was the overnight leader, but only a handful of seconds ahead of Colin McRae, who'd had a blinder all day, with Carlos Sainz content to be 8 seconds away in third place. But still managed to hang on to his #1 position. Young Colin McRae, after his stunning performance on the first day, couldn't quite sustain the challenge of champion Sainz, who recaptured the #2 position. Colin McRae continued to drive absolutely flat out. Another fastest time delighted his fans, even though his earlier spin had set him back in 4th place.
But another superb day for Colin McRae, a taste of the leadership, and he capped it with fastest time on the final stage of the day. Treacherous surface, which led to McRae's major mishap. These pictures, shot by Top Gear viewer Jonathan Brown from Clitheroe, show the car is stuck fast. But with plenty of muscle power around, co-driver Derek Ringer gets out to direct the operations. There's nowhere to drive the car out. The only option is to take it back the way it came and roll it back onto the road. The Subaru is emerging, but still can't get traction. And that's Blomqvist almost pushing the car off again. But with the added weight, McRae is sent on his way.
How far in the stage was it?
Just very near the start. Just a fast left over a crest, then a very tight right, and we didn't have a caution in the notes, and we just slid a bit wide. Very hardly off the road at all, and it was just a big ditch, and it rolled over into the ditch.
Emergency repairs at the end of the stage, and McRae proved he hadn't lost his nerve by setting second fastest time on the next stage. And things weren't going much better for teammate Marco Allen. He was caught out on a slippery right-hander on Wither.
Had a bit of a problem this afternoon.
Well, you know, in the problem is coming my side, you know. I lost my car control and I am, you know, rolling, yeah.
Did that lose much time?
Yeah, it's, you know, spectators is working really hard, and thank you for spectators, but, you know, I am 2 down and taking 5 minutes I am back in Rally Road.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Absolutely, my mistake.
McRae, having survived in Grisdale, went off again, but this time he stayed where he was, perched on a deer fence, so his fine storming drive had come to an end. His teammate Arlen was also a victim of Pundershaw. His Subaru ground to a halt after the turbo caught fire.
Fifth in the remaining Subaru legacy, Ari Vatanen picked up a few mementos of the Yorkshire stages. He said he'd spent most of the rally getting to know the new car. Richard Burns was the leading driver in A7 in his work-centred Peugeot 205.
You're getting the star treatment here, Richard.
Well, that's right. The thing is, I've got to drive to match it now.
But you're driving very well, aren't you?
That's right. We're up to 17th place now. I think one of the cars in front of us has just had a problem in the stage, so maybe another place yet.
So everything's gone according to plan?
Yep, no problems at all this morning.
In fact, 20-year-old Richard, runner-up in the Shell Rally Scholarship, was 16th from a start number of 59.